This week, Broadcasting Corporation Niue, one of the television production companies on the island, facilitated a workshop on television production funded by International Program for Developing Communication, or IPDC, at UNESCO. Kilocuts Production, BCN, and Gary Foster from Promotion Video Limited invited departments to participate in learning technical skills to create a television production. According to Gary Foster, television production is collaborative and each interest should be acknowledged in producing television broadcasts.
I've probably learned more on this workshop than I have in a long time. This reinforced a lot of things that I've learned through the years, which is the process of making a movie or a film or even a small documentary. We were doing 3-minute pieces this week. Is very group oriented. We have many individuals in the group, and we had some issues early on, but we learned to cooperate and work as a team, and people took responsibility for certain areas, and it's all come together very nicely. One of the most important things I think the students learned this week is the element of cooperation and working as a team. Really, it doesn't sound that important, but if one member has a problem, then the other 3 or 4 will have to answer for it. So if the audio isn't quite up to par, or if the camera work isn't up to par, if the writing isn't up to par, these were the individual areas everyone was in charge of. Then the group would suffer. So there was a lot of peer pressure on everyone doing a good job. We had some misfires early. We went out and reshot some things, but I'm very, very happy with the results, and I think the students will be quite happy when we're going to screen it on Friday, and both projects, and they will end up on television here locally. Everyone will be able to see them, and I'm quite proud.
A veteran in television production, from stunt work to short films, international acclaimed movies, Mr. Foster said he is pleased to be passing on his knowledge.
I've had the luxury of teaching all over the world, from primary school on up to university level. The quality of student here is as good as I've seen anywhere. I was very impressed. They're alert, they're sincere. They're eager to learn. No one pitched an attitude. There's a lot of pressure on us to get a project out in 4 days, and especially if you've never touched this equipment. We were dealing with tens of thousands worth of dollars worth of equipment here, and nothing was broken, nothing was dropped. Everything was treated with respect, including the people. And I'm just very happy with the way everything turned out.
And lastly, what would you like the students or the participants to remember about this whole week of training? Honestly,
we learned how to put a movie together, but it's more than that. It's about working with people and cooperating. I hope they can take some of these lessons into their marriage, eventual marriage, into college. This was a growing experience. They had to deal with people's emotions, and it was a much bigger story than just producing a 3-minute video. I've put probably 4 projects on hold to come over for the week, which is fine. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, which is fine. I think we all need to take chances. We need to stretch ourselves, and it was one of the most beneficial decisions I've made, really, in the last year or so. I've had a wonderful trip. I've fallen in love with your country, and I can't actually wait to come back. I'm going to bring my family in a few months and visit everyone on a social level. I've had to work more than I wanted to this week. Next time it's going to be pleasure.
Also, Associate Minister of UNESCO at the opening of the workshop, Honourable Esther Pavihi, represented government in applauding the initiative and government's encouragement of private sector development, as well as the broadcasting sector. The workshop will end on tomorrow morning before Mr. Foster departs for New Zealand.